Well, come on in here. Emily's here. You're here. It's Wednesday, September the 25th. Let's have a show. Here's what we're working on this morning. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has returned to Ottawa as MPs get set to vote on a non-confidence motion.
Hamilton City Council is set to discuss the city's recommendation to reduce homelessness.
And Lady Gaga is not joking around about releasing new music. I forgot my pencil and I picked this one up, and this is not a pen. This is
it's an eyebrow pencil.
Is this yours?
It's for my eyebrows. Yes. You're not gonna get very far with that one.
Okay, so I'll put that back on there. I'll put that back down there.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Brian.
Bright and early.
Good morning.
Okay. Hey, did you guys get woken up to these thunderstorms last night?
Yes.
The lightning.
I can't remember like thunder, like it was shaking the house.
What?
It was,
wow. Okay.
It was, for us, it was crazy intense.
And the teeming down rain.
Oh, man.
It was just pelting down last night. Yeah. So it was another wet one, another explosive one last night, and not much change for the day today. Okay. We're not looking at a lot of precipitation today, but we're not looking at a lot of sun either. So we're going to see a fairly cloudy sky. We have a mainly cloudy sky to start the day here, but it looks like it's going to stay cloudy. Chance of showers now, and still a chance of a thunderstorm as the day progresses. We should hit 22 later on today. We're sitting at 18 right now, so not too far to go. But the good news is at least we'll get back into some sunshine for tomorrow, and that'll help our temperature a bit. So we'll talk about that coming up right now. Right now, let's look at traffic. We're doing okay right there on the 403. We have word of a collision on the 403 where we don't have a camera, which is right around the link coming through Ancaster, Toronto bound, trying to go down the Ancaster Hill. We have a collision at the link reported. To some MTO traffic cameras, nothing going on in Stony Creek. Millen Road still looks good. You go across the Skyway, this is south of 2, right around North Shore Boulevard. Nothing there. East of Appleby doing fine going through Burlington. We have no other collisions except that one around the link on the 403, but we'll keep you posted. We'll look at weather and traffic coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, the news.
We start in Ottawa again this morning because lots happening there. The minority Liberal government will soon face its first test since its supply and confidence deal with the NDP ended earlier this month. MPs are set to vote on the Conservatives' confidence motion to defeat the government and trigger an election this afternoon. Both the NDP and the Bloc Québécois indicated last week that they would not support the motion because they do not support the Conservatives. Now, the Bloc has said it would instead use the opportunity to negotiate with the Liberals rather than trigger an election. Meanwhile, Justin Trudeau will return to Canada today after spending a few days in New York for the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly. Trudeau is defending his decision not to step aside as Liberal leader despite low approval ratings.
The focus needs to remain on how we prepare and invest in Canadians for the challenging times ahead. And the need to step up with solutions, not slogans, to take seriously the challenges that Canadians are facing instead of amplifying them and causing more fear and division.
Polls have shown support for the Conservatives for over a year, suggesting that if this trend continues into the next election, they may secure a majority government. Pierre Poilievre said in the House that if the Conservatives come to power, he would focus on reducing taxes and removing the carbon price.
Hamilton City Council will discuss the city's plan to reduce homelessness and manage encampments following the General Issues Committee meeting last week that approved new plans for a temporary shelter. Simone Gavras joins us live in front of City Hall with more. Good morning, Simone.
Good morning, Emily. Well, Mayor Andrew Horwath says that the goal is to have these temporary shelters in place by the time the snow flies. These recommendations were brought forward at the GIC meeting last week, and they were approved. And so now the goal is to have this voted on today at the council meeting that starts at 9:30. Now, Horwath was one of 12 members of council to vote in favor of these temporary shelters that would be sitting on Barton, Hess, Stewart, and Caroline streets. 4 councillors voted against. The temporary shelter would include wraparound supports and house 80 people. Councillors voted unanimously in favor of the additional plan to add 192 spaces in shelters around the city, increasing capacity by 56%. Now, another item on the agenda pertaining to housing is the Stony Creek parking lot conversion plan. Horvath used her strong mayor powers to push the project forward after it was struck down during a council meeting in the spring. The topic was brought back up in the council meeting 2 weeks ago in a heated discussion where a report said that the director of projects and development for the Indwell Housing Organization violated lobbying rules with other city officials. Ward 5 Councillor Matt Francis has put forward a motion requesting the mayor to reverse her decision on the housing project at 5 and 13 Lake Avenue South. Now, all these topics are going to be discussed this morning, and the council meeting starts at 9:30. Tim, I'll send things back to you.
All right, thanks, Simone. Hamilton police are investigating a hate crime after a downtown Hamilton home and a truck in the driveway were vandalized. Kevin Harris and his partner say numerous incidents have taken place just over the past couple of weeks. And yesterday morning, they woke up to hate messages written on their property. In this video provided by Harris, you can see someone spray painting the truck parked in the driveway. Harris said this went on for about 30 minutes.
This morning, when we woke up at about 5:30 this morning, we woke up, opened the door, and found that somebody had spray painted some homophobic slurs, and they damaged my partner's truck. They smashed in his windshield, spray painted over the entire truck.
The homeowner believes the repeated occurrences are a targeted hate crime. Police are asking people who live in the neighborhood maybe just to check their cameras for suspicious activity between 2 and 5 yesterday morning.
An Oakville teen is missing. 16-year-old Savannah DeSeca Brearley was last seen Monday evening in the area of Trafalgar Road and Marlborough Court in Oakville. She's white, 5'5", 102 pounds, with long wavy brown hair and hazel eyes. She was wearing a black t-shirt, gray shorts, white Nike shoes, and was carrying a black Lululemon backpack. Police say Savannah is vulnerable and her family are concerned for her well-being. More than 600 students from across the Golden Horseshoe were at Mohawk College yesterday to learn what it means to be a varsity athlete. The students got to hear from coaches, players in Mohawk College, and from McMaster University's men's basketball team. This is the second time both basketball teams met in the preseason action. The lead assistant coach from Mohawk said the event highlights a rich tradition in Hamilton basketball.
Is really to have a reflection of that Hamilton basketball community that's been built for years and years and years now. And being the two colleges in Hamilton, to have the kids come in and see some of those kids that are from Hamilton playing in this game and from outside of Hamilton, to come see that rich basketball tradition.
Mohawk defeated McMaster for the second year in a row. The final score 85-83 for Mohawk.
Okay, leads us right into Sportsline. Only 4 more games before the horrendous Blue Jays season is over. And listen, there's been some good, much more bad. The top of the list is their bullpen, who blew another one against the Red Sox last night.
6-2-3 RBI groundout for Connor Wong. And now a base hit into left for Grissom will make it 6-3.
Yeah, this one went to extras, where Boston would play 3 runs against the Jays bullpen in the 10th and then hold on for the 6-5 win, which is a 5th straight loss for Toronto. I mentioned there was some good. One of them is Bowden Francis, who made his final start of the year and was marvelous again, not allowing a run before being pulled in the 5th inning. Hopefully it would be a big part of the rotation next year. And he was in line for the win, but then the bullpen blew a 3-0 lead and eventually lost 6-5. So they tried to avoid a second straight sweep tonight.
The wrong choice. And now a bomb by Cowser. He'll stand there and watch it way out of here.
Yeah, and what makes things even worse is teams in their division are clinching playoff spots. And after the Yankees locked up the postseason last week, Baltimore secured a spot in October with a win at Yankee Stadium last night. So they are back in baseball's second season and will most likely be sitting in the top wildcard spots. Not the only team to clinch last night.
Rojas on the ground at third. Machado touches third, fires to second. Out at first. Oh my goodness! It's a triple play.
Yeah, San Diego Padres clinched the postseason in style with a triple play against the Dodgers last night. Not only are they in the playoffs, they're right on the heels of the Dodgers, only 2 games back for top spot in the West. First time a game-ending triple play clinched a spot in the postseason for a team, and just the 9th triple play in Padres history. It's going to be their 8th postseason appearance.
That's stolen. It's time to take a backhand shot, score!
Oh, let's go to the ice. So the preseason continued, and the Sens, like what the Leafs handed them last night in Ottawa, tied at 1 in the 3rd. At least Nicholas Mattin's brutal back pass gave Zach Ostapchuk a clear path to the net, and he buried the winner. Sens take both games against the Leafs after their 6-5 win in overtime on Sunday. Good news, it's the preseason. Bad news, Austin Matthews left practice with some back woes, although head coach Craig Berube says it's nothing serious. Leafs are in Montreal tomorrow. Let's finish up with the Ticats, who have their final practice today before traveling to BC tomorrow. The tilt against the Lions on Friday. They're not feeling tight in the must-win scenarios. They have the only tight end listed on the roster in the league. That's big, 6'8", Giovanni Robinson, who came to football later, starting after college, but signed with the Cats before the season. He's coming off a big touchdown in Toronto last week and has impressed many.
He's the most improved player I've seen in all my years coaching from training camp till now, and he continues to get better. He's still a work in progress. There's things every week that he does that he shouldn't, but he learns. He's very coachable. He loves the game. He loves being a part of this team, loves playing football, and he's infectious.
And that's high praise from Coach Milanovic, the most improved player he's ever worked with. Let's see how he and the Ticats can do. Hoping for a 4th straight win Friday night in Vancouver. You know who else is coachable? Brain Woods.
Thank you. I still got promise. Oh my goodness, that's so good. All right, 12 minutes after 6 o'clock, 25th morning of September here, and another cloudy one. Looks like it's going to be fairly damp. We've had that precipitation overnight, so wet roads. Here's the 403 and Waterdown Road area. That's doing okay. The collision that we had, I say had, at the 403 and the Link, that is now clear, so that's better. Let's go to some MTO, Ministry of Transportation Ontario traffic cameras. QEW Welland, nothing to see there. Looks good. Same with Midland Road, Stony Creek. Oh, look at this. North of Tube, we're already bogging down here, and there's still that big blob in the middle of the camera there. Don't know what that is. It's moved a bit. Here's the Ford plant, no problems, and the 427 Gardner QEW combination. Nothing to see there. Temperature right now, actually, we've gone up this hour from last hour. We were 18. We're now sitting at 19. It's mainly cloudy. Relative humidity is still way up there at 100%. The air quality risk for the day today is in the low risk category, so no problems there. That's a look at the rainfall and the thunderstorms over the last 6 hours that progressed their way across us. And as you can see, yeah, we had some pretty heavy downpours in those thunderstorms. Low pressure system to the north, the instability sticking around today, but tomorrow, bingo, that ridge of high pressure is going to get us back into some sunshine, well, at least for one day anyhow. So today, still chance of showers, risk of a thunderstorm, temperatures 20, 22, 23 degrees. Yesterday, we had over 23 millimeters of precipitation, not as much today. Tonight, temperatures anywhere from 14 to 18 degrees. Still a chance of a thunderstorm for Niagara, but otherwise a mainly cloudy sky for the rest of us. And then tomorrow, yay, we get some sunshine back. Temperatures 22, 23, 24 degrees. It'll start off to be cloudy, but then we'll get some more sunshine later. So out the door, 25th of September, it's mainly cloudy. It's mild, sitting at 19. Long range in a few minutes. Emily, Tim.
Okay, good stuff, Brian. All right, coming up after the break, Louis Butko back with us today. Final day as he's filling in for Emily on Chit Chat, so we'll see what he has for us.
Lots coming up in business news as well. Hamilton's airport will undergo significant upgrades. We'll have those details of the latest deal in 2.
Well.
Hello.
Hello.
Who do we have here?
Yeah, Louis was just saying he's looking forward to his sleep-in tomorrow. So
Yes.
You know what that means? We call him in the morning.
Nice to call Louis at 5 in the morning. Where are you? What's going on? again.
Okay, so I've been waking up without my alarm though. So I've been up at like 3:30 every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm getting okay at waking up.
Welcome. You've become one of us.
No. I mean, yeah, cool. Coming up in chit chat today. No, I'm just kidding. Lady Gaga's Lady Gaga's got new music. She's got a new album, 2 new albums coming out in the next month. So we'll talk about that. Ringo Starr, fresh off his appearance in Niagara Falls this weekend, has been forced to cancel the last 2 dates of his tour. We'll tell you why. And a new game show based on Friends coming out. So I'll tell you all about that coming up.
Okay, pal. You got tons going on. All right, we'll see you in a little bit over that red couch over there. Business news. We start with the Canadian dollar. It's gained 21 basis points, trading at 74.46 cents U.S. Gold up $4, 26.81 an ounce. Crude oil down 11 pennies, 71.45 a barrel. Off to Europe we go. Hey, Europe, it's Wednesday. Markets are up in London, but down in Frankfurt and Paris.
And over in Asia, markets were down in Tokyo, but up in Hong Kong and Shanghai. In North American markets, decent gains across the board, but nothing substantial. TSX closed 57 points higher, the Dow gained 83, and the Nasdaq added 100 points.
Well, good morning. Glad you're with us this morning. This is a big story. A new $400 million expansion plan at Hamilton's airport was announced yesterday. So the city and developers, they said the economic benefits will be felt throughout the city. Developers said the money will go into expansion of operations including passenger terminal buildings, cargo facilities, and tarmacs. The plan aims to create new partners, jobs, and more air travel at the airport. And they said one of the benefits for the city will be annual payments and a share of growing airport revenue.
I think this is the right deal. It's going to help us drive our economic presence. Logistics is a big part of our benefit as a city in terms of attracting investment, and of course, the airport is a linchpin in that transportation network. And so, I think it's going to be really, really positive for Hamiltonians on many levels.
So officials didn't say how much the city will receive in payments. The new deal keeps the airport's operator there for the next 49 years.
CIBC has become the latest Canadian bank to face U.S. fines due to record-keeping violations. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission says a $30 million U.S. penalty has been issued against the bank. The Securities and Exchange Commission also announced charges of $12 million U.S. against 2 CIBC divisions. They follow the use of unapproved communication methods for banks, including personal text messages, and a failure to keep record of what was said. RBC, TD Bank Group, Scotiabank, and BMO have also previously paid fines related to the issue.
Let's go stateside. In the U.S. Justice Department is suing Visa, saying the card issuer monopolizes debit card markets. So it's accusing the financial services behemoth of using its size and dominance to stifle competition. The lawsuit says Visa penalizes merchants and banks who do not use its payment processing technology for debit transactions, despite there being alternatives. Visa's general counsel says the lawsuit is meritless and the company will defend itself vigorously.
The Ontario Labour Board has certified Unifor to represent workers at the first unionized Walmart warehouse in the country. The certification allows Unifor to become the bargaining agent for around 800 workers at the Mississauga site. Unifor President Lana Payne previously said the workers were keen to unionize because of their challenging working conditions, lack of benefits, and poor pay compared to their employers' massive profits. Walmart Canada says the company is disappointed in the outcome and believes its employees don't need a union to represent them, citing a culture of open communication.
So Boeing is giving the union for 33,000 striking workers a little bit more time, but still wants a vote on its latest contract proposal. So the strike has entered its 13th day today with no end in sight. The company says its best and final offer would raise pay by 30% over 4 years. Meanwhile, the union is seeking a 40% increase. Both the union and many of its members have complained that Boeing bypassed the union and publicizing the offer.
All right, that's our business news, but lots more coming up for you. We're going to take a quick break, and then Brian will be back with traffic and your 7-day forecast. Hopefully, a little bit less rain than 7-day. We'll see.
6:24 already on this 25th of September. It's been a wet overnight. You probably heard the showers, the rain, actually heavy rain and thunderstorms. QEW Mountain, no traffic to be worried about right there. Oh, that camera went bye-bye. Here's the QEW east of Appleby line. Not a lot going on through Burlington. We'll check into Oakville, Mississauga, Lorne Park, nothing to see. And how... Okay, well, let's go back. Let's go back to my little animal camera here. we do have the blob has moved a little bit today, so maybe it is alive. I don't know, but we'll watch that camera and see. Let's go to some temperatures that we have at the moment. I know they're there. Temperature right now sitting in Hamilton is 19. Same for Mississauga and Toronto. 18 into Grimsby. Seasonals this time of year are 8 for the overnight low. That's where we think we should be. So we're double that to start the day here. 18 for the daytime high. Those are our sun times and records for today. And for school today, should be 18 for the first bell, 20 degrees for after school. And there's that chance of showers and thunderstorms. So temperature will eventually climb to 22 today with a humidex of 30. So sticky today because that humidity is so high, but not a lot of sun today. Chance of a shower. There's a risk of some thunderstorm activity still to come. Tonight, mainly cloudy and 15. Tomorrow, we'll get some sunshine back. Temperature 22, humidex about 26. And then it gets cloudy again. Cloudy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And there's chance of showers as we head through the latter part of the weekend into Monday. That's a look at your forecast. Emily, Tim.
Can we just say to the MTO cameras, just know who you're dealing with, okay? Shape up.
Yeah.
You do not want to mess with Brian Wood, okay? Come on.
I agree.
Be better. Toronto Blue Jays, well, they have not been good on the field this year.
No.
But in the stand at the Rogers Center, there is something to be proud of. Maybe not what you were expecting.
Yeah, Jays fans have consumed a record number of Looney Dogs. 700,000 this season to be exact. The popular Looney Dog Night features Schneider's hot dogs for $1 every Tuesday home game. And for the first time in franchise history, fans hit that 700,000 mark, beating last year's record of more than 693,000 dogs. Fun little fact here, fans bought the most Looney Dogs this year during the August 6th game against Baltimore, 71,000 just in one day. Now it is the final week of the season and, of course, Fan Appreciation Week.
Those are the Looney Dog Kings that you saw there.
Yep.
They're at every Looney Dog game, and they're always eating hot dogs. They're from Hamilton.
Really?
Hamilton, Niagara. Yeah, that's Ryan and Jody. They're at every game. They were there last night. I got some video. We'll get that ready for Sportsline.
You big Looney Dog guy?
Well, no. I would do one. My nephews went and they had 11 or 12.
Oh,
it's just it's crazy how many they're eating.
Oh my God. Okay, that's not for me.
Hot dog, anybody? Too early? Okay.
Yeah.
1/2 hour down. Lots more to come. There you go. We'll talk a little Blue Jays. Another loss last night.